a buyer who investigates only government title records without investigating the underlying customary title issues over the same piece of land is stepping into an investment trap. I was speaking with someone who consulted us over his land-related issues. It is a large expanse of land passed down to him from his grandfather via his father. Another family was laying claim to a part of this large expanse of land, and he was interested in selling. I advised him, amongst others, to take up a civil action for declaration of title over the land and injunction restraining those other persons he claimed to be trespassers. He said no, that he wants to first and foremost get government title, that he's surveying the property, and that he is at the verge of applying to the government, the state government, to give him right of occupancy over the land. The land is actually within an urban area of the state where it is located. However, the state government doesn't have interest in that location and is still in the possession of the original natives. So he is applying for statutory right of occupancy to cover it. So I advise him that you can't place something on nothing and expect it to stand. Even if government gives you statutory right of occupancy, and by the end of the day, the court finds that the land doesn't belong to your forefathers as you claimed, that statutory right of occupancy becomes invalid. It becomes an ordinary tissue of paper. It doesn't have meaning. So that you have statutory right of occupancy or even C of O, it is not a conclusive proof of ownership. If there is a customary contention over the ownership of the land and it is not decided in your favor, you rush and go ahead, process and obtain statutory right of occupancy, it becomes voidable. The court with competent jurisdiction will void it without mincing words. In our land administration system in Nigeria, we operate a multi-land tenure system, plural land tenure system, where the land tenure system created by the Land Use Act of 1978 is operating side by side with the customary ownership system that was in existence before the coming into effect of the Land Use Act. That makes it very, very important to you, without naming the location of the said land, because of the confidentiality of the information shared between the person that consulted me and myself. I don't need to mention the state and the location. But my advice to any investor in real estate is that when you investigate government title records, it's still very, very pertinent and important that you investigate any underlying family or customary related conflicts that might touch or affect the land. That you see a C of O, a R of O, and you release your money. That will be a very risky decision anybody can make. As I earlier said, C of O is not a conclusive proof of ownership. Somebody with a superior title can prove the invalidity of that C of O. Somebody with a superior title can prove that the C of O was issued in error. Somebody with a superior title can prove that the C of O was issued or obtained through what? Misrepresentation. So when you give wrong information to government agencies, this property is not in dispute, it belongs to me, and you present all the necessary documents and they are looking regular and correct, they can go ahead and issue you with statutory right of occupancy. But once someone who claims superior ownership with superior evidence and argument appears, and you've already obtained C of O, or you've got from somebody who has obtained C of O, it might be a long thing for you to recover your money. Due diligence becomes a step that you must take before you part with your 1 naira. When you must have paid before you discover the truth, it becomes hard to recover your money. It will be like crying over a spilled milk. They will tell you, you're in court, wait, let us finish with the court. They will give you all manner of reasons why you should wait. They will tell you they don't have the money right away. They will tell you, let us give you another land that you might wait for the next 10 years before development will get to the place. So we are available to hold you by the hand. What you can't see over any document, going through it for 1 week, in less than 15 minutes, the eagle eyes of our due diligence unit would have spotted it out. Why risk savings of over 10 years or your pension fund or even borrowed money in a rush to go and pay for a property, or in order to avoid paying a percentage of the cost of that property to a property seasoned firm like Encumbered to help you conduct due diligence? You can be smarter in all your real estate transactions if you also order for this resource, 7 steps and guides to acquiring a clean property title. It is a practical checklist. It is 7 simplified steps you will take from the point of searching for the property to the point of post-payment. There is also what we call testing possession, testing title ownership. You won't be able to know all this until you grab a copy. The link to order for your own copy of this manual is in the description to this video. Do yourself a favor and buy for anyone you know that is interested in real estate or is already doing real estate. You will be saving the person years of litigation in court. If you're interested in Abuja real estate, I will encourage you to get the FCDA guidelines on real estate investment in Abuja. It is born out of our series of interactions and interviews with development control. So if you don't want to see bulldozer over your property tomorrow, you want to know the do's and don'ts, you must observe whether as a lawyer, as an agent, as a developer. FCDA guidelines on real estate development in Abuja is a sine qua non. It's very important for everybody. It's also available via a link through this video. What we do here is preventive measures. That's why we encourage you to bring to our notice every risky real estate offers you know anywhere, every encumbered property, every litigated property, so that we will use same in conscientizing the members of the public. A lot of unscrupulous elements, vendors there, they don't mind selling encumbered properties to people whom they know that can never conduct or do due diligence over any of the offers they present to them. Head over to our platform, encumberedproperties.com. We have everyday growing data of risky real estate offers and enlist it there. That you have been a victim is not a reason why you should keep quiet so that others will fall prey. Both enlistment and searches on our website, they are all entirely free of charge. That's what we do for humanity, making sure that you don't lose any of your hard-earned money in your bid to invest in real estate. I remain your real estate investment expert. My name is Madweke. I'm a property lawyer, by God's grace, a chief superintendent of police and founder Encumberedproperties.com. Encumberedproperties.com is the only real estate fraud prevention platform where we love you and care about the safety of your real estate investment. Until I come your way again, don't fail to subscribe to this channel now so that you don't miss any of our real estate red alerts. We love you once again and God bless you.